Good morning. I hope that you've been having a great Sunday. I left my grandma watching the Methodist Church live on the laptop. For some reason, the Chromecast to the TV has not been working from the church YouTube channel. So the last weekends I've been letting her watch it on my phone or on the computer. So I look up music every weekend to add to my music playlist. And last weekend, I found this one song called Ta Forte by Dory. And I didn't say it right, it's in French. It's a Kompas song, and I saved it to my 31st music playlist. I actually love compa music. It's from Haiti, and I think that is really cool. But I only choose certain songs, but I love this style, and I'm wondering how that actually came about. I actually think Haitian music might be the best music in the Caribbean, compa music. It's spelled Kompas, and sometimes it's spelled Compas. And I think sometimes they drop the S also off of it. So yeah. So that's one of the greatest things. I find compa music very classy, and so that's what I think about Haitian music. And then I watched a video from Dr. Sermed Mezher on YouTube that explained that a girl's face was healed from severe burns using an experimental method by a doctor, and it heals the face faster and better than regular methods, and hopefully that can be used for everyone soon. And I saw the results. It was really great. I was so happy for her, and hopefully that technology comes out quickly. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to understand my handwriting. Let me see. Um, oh yes, I was saying that Dr. Sermed Mezher, he has a YouTube channel. He actually puts out so many videos. I actually can't even keep up with the amount of videos that he puts out. I learned tons of things from him, but I really think that he has too many things. Oh, hi, you're from France? Cool, I'm from an island in the Caribbean called St. Kitts Nevis, and I'm about a quarter French because one of my grandparents, his DNA was from St. Bartholomew in the Caribbean, St. Bart in the Caribbean, and his name was Louis Laplace. So yeah. Anyways, Dr. Sermed Mezher, he's a cool doctor. I follow and learn tons of things from him. You can follow his YouTube channel if you want to. Um, he's really cool, and he works in the United Kingdom. And then I read an article from Ziz Online. Ziz is a news station from St. Kitts and Nevis, and so the website is Ziz Online. It said that in St. Kitts Nevis they opened a center called the Discovery Center. It was founded by the Star Foundation and the government of St. Kitts Nevis. It's for pediatric therapy for children with different problems, like children that need speech, language therapy, occupational therapy, sensory processing who have sensory processing difficulties, and motor skills problems, and other developmental needs. So I thought that was really fun because when I was around 13 and a half and 12 and down, I acted like level 1 autism symptoms that they say online. I acted like that. But I didn't act like that afterward because I watched a lot of cricket, and I watched it to, one, be kinder to people, two, learn about the world, and also I wanted to be able to understand people's facial expressions and the emotions on their faces and what they meant. So that's why I watched them. But it's really cool. My mom has a friend who actually lives in Nevis because that was the only place in the Federation that he could get his grandchild to get help. Like his daughter has an autistic child. So yeah. But right now when I do screening tests for autism, it says some autism traits are likely level 1 autism, but I don't like the description online at all. So, but yeah. Hello, E. Bruganon. How are you? I hope that you're doing well this Sunday. Okay, and the next topic My dad lives in North Carolina. He works at Bank of America. He has been working in banks from since I think from since I was born. So that's what he's been doing, and I guess he's great in finance. So yeah, since the football World Cup, also called the Soccer World Cup, has been going on, he has been watching 2 to 3 matches every day, and I think it's really great because I think that he works a lot and he should have fun also with his life and not just work. And actually, he loves track and field. Sometimes he takes off time for work and actually flies to the track and field events to watch the track and field live. So I'm happy that he's able to do that with his life. And I wonder who you guys are backing for the football World Cup first. I was saying that maybe Spain will win because I looked up the rankings and Spain is ranked really highly. And then I checked France is also ranked really highly, so I was backing France. But really, I wanted to support Brazil, but people have been telling me that Brazil doesn't have a chance at winning the World Cup. And right now, everybody still loves the Cape Verde goalie. I think they want another match. I know they're moving on to the top 32 teams in the football World Cup, and that is really great that a country with only 500,000 people. Oh, I'm from an island in the Caribbean called Saint Kitts. It's in the Leeward Islands. Um, I think it's 1 hour away from flying away from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, I should say. Anyway, so yeah, I don't really watch football because I don't find it interesting to watch football, but I'm happy that other people are having fun. And I actually was on TikTok and people were saying that a lot of the Europeans they're actually surprised by the portion sizes in the USA because they've been getting tons of food, and they were saying that their drinks actually are bigger than their head and stuff. So many of them are surprised by that. And then some people were telling them that they shouldn't book their hotels in certain places because they're gonna have to drive to the stadium and they would have to walk. But they said that some of them actually really are walking on highways to the football stadiums. That's cool. I also was watching I Show Speed on YouTube. He has lives of football, but I only really watched it for like 1 minute or less. And it looks like Portugal actually, I don't know if Portugal lost or something, but he was really sad because I think his score was 0-0, but he was really sad that they didn't get the result that he actually wanted. And the next round is the top the top 32. So Cape Verde has made it, and it's the knockout stage. So you only get to play one match, and if you lose that match, then you're out of the football World Cup. So yeah, and then everybody has been talking about the earthquake in Venezuela. They had two over 7.0 on the Richter scale earthquakes, one after the other, and there actually was a tsunami watch for Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. Some articles were saying Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, but I actually thought that actually didn't make any sense because I was reading that it would only be like 1 foot over there. But Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao really, they had to take that seriously, and I'm guessing many people they actually moved further inland because Aruba near Curacao is really close to Venezuela. But it's really sad. Many people keep on saying that right now Venezuela looks like a war zone because so many buildings fell down. It looks like it actually was bombed. So that's really sad. I also saw some videos that they found people that have been rescuing women, babies, men, everything, children. So that's so cool that they were able to find it. But they also have been finding some dead bodies. That's sad. I think right now over 900 people have died and 51,000 people are missing in Venezuela. That's crazy. And the earthquake struck near the coast, and that's really sad, right? I was wondering what the people are going to do, like where are they going to sleep? Um, oh, that reminds me, my dad was saying when his mother was growing up, for 4 months, St. Kitts was having earthquakes all the time, and actually they had to sleep in the park, like on the grass out in the open for a while because they kept on getting tremors. So that's really sad. but at least that they were able to overcome that. Like my grandmother, which is his mother, she stayed home and she got 8 children, and my grandfather worked, and maybe that's why they're Catholic. My father and his siblings, they're Catholic, and I know in the Catholic Church they try to say that men and women have different roles, like men work and women take care of children and stuff like that. But the younger generation is not really that much about that. So yeah. Anyways, so I think before my grandmother got married, she worked at Keon High School teaching people how to do crafts and stuff. But after that, no. Yeah. And also my grandfather Louis, he's from St. Kitts, but I think one of his grandparents was from St. Bart's, and his other grandparent was from St. Kitts, but basically their genes are from over there. It's a really small island, and everyone used to be related, but now they have a lot of Portuguese people that moved to the island, and I think that's good because it helps to bring different genes into the island. And my grandfather, he actually grew up not really having any money. Like he grew up in a house that was like thatched roofs, like grass and stuff. So he wasn't rich at all. And what was surprising, my father told me that his aunts and mothers and stuff, they didn't want him to go to school because people were looking around to put all the children in school, but they were frightened because he was white and nearly everyone around is black. So they were frightened he was going to get beat up or something. But then he eventually went to school and nothing happened to him. So that's great. So yeah. Let me see the next thing. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, I read that. Like, no, I saw a video or something saying that this is Cristiano Ronaldo's sixth World Cup, and I think no one else has made it to 6 World Cups, and he's from Portugal, and he's a great player. And then Messi, they were saying Lionel Messi, he made 18 goals or something, and that might be the most ever for World Cups combined. And I learned stuff about Lionel Messi. Like I learned that he actually had something called growth hormone deficiency or something like that. And basically, he wasn't growing, and he had to get injections every day to grow, and he had to get them every day until he was 5'7", and he stopped. And basically, a football team in Spain, they saw his talent, so that he flew to Spain with his father and sister, like 10 years old or something. And then basically the team paid for his injections, and I think the injections were almost $1,000. So basically they supported him because they saw his talent, and then he finally got tall enough. But I didn't even know that about him. I just thought he was from Argentina. I didn't even know that he lived in Spain. So yeah. And then people are still talking about Cape Verde's goalie. I actually saw his saves up close because I was scrolling TikTok, and someone who was sitting right behind the goal, they actually saw exactly what happened. I saw all his saves, and it was really cool. And some other girl from Cape Verde on TikTok, they were saying that the government is trying to build an airport with his name on it. They're going to build a statue, and they're going to name a school after him. But I'm not sure if she was telling the truth, or if she was saying that it could be a good thing to do something like that. So yeah. Also yesterday I watched a cricket match between Irish women and West Indies women. And basically we didn't win, like West Indies women did not win, but we won our first 3 matches. And afterwards I actually was happy for Ireland because they didn't win any of their matches before. So I'm happy that they were able to do that. And also I think maybe our team is just tired because they've been playing all of that cricket, but I think we're going to make it to the semifinals. I think the top two in each group in the women's T20 Cricket World Cup, I think they get to go to the semifinals. And I think we were trying to beat New Zealand and Sri Lanka to get to the top two spots. So I think we made it though. So I think Australia, India, England, and the West Indies are going to make it to the semifinals. So that's cool. Someone from St. Kitts Nevis is on our team called Jazara Claxton. She made the team, but she really is new, so she has to get more experience. And oh sorry, I have to sneeze. Okay, well, I'm not getting it done really good. Yeah. One great thing about the Caribbean is that there are people from all around the world in the Caribbean. Like for example, Guyana has 6 races. They have Amerindian, white, black. Um, they have like Southeast Asian, and they have like China or something like that, and they have East Asian, and they have East Indian. So, and then other countries have people that are very mixed, and other countries have people that are mostly black and stuff, and that's what makes the Caribbean great. Like even though the history of the Caribbean is not great at all, because there's too much violence and stuff like that, at least now everyone is actually and most people are friends, so that's great. Oh yeah, and right now in St. Kitts and Nevis, the St. Kitts Music Festival happened on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It looked like a great music festival, but I didn't go to anything, and it cost $175 EC dollars to go. So I loved each night. Each night I actually thought had substance, and for example, on the Thursday night there was Machel Montano, Voice, Edwin Yearwood, and Crossfire, and the New Vibes Band, the International, and that's a St. Kitts band. Then on Saturday night there was, no sorry, on Friday night there was Steel Pulse, and that's a reggae group. And then on Saturday night there was Fantasia, Boys to Men, Barry's Hammond, and Taras Riley. That's cool. I love Taras Riley's voice. I think that he actually sings really well. I think he's really cool. You can look him up if you want. His name is Tarrus Riley. So Taras Riley. So yeah, like I look up reggae music, but I don't really listen to songs about marijuana or anything like that. I follow this person called Koto Star. He actually puts up like playlists for reggae songs and dancehall songs collections, but some months you don't see anything, and then after a couple of months he has his songs. But I don't really like dancehall music. Like dancehall music, a lot of the songs are violent, and I don't really like them. They promote killing people and stuff like that, so I don't follow it. When I was younger, I used to listen to dancehall because I thought that eventually we're gonna sing about something else. Like I thought the artists were gonna eventually stop singing all of that crazy stuff and sing more positive things, but that was not actually the case. Oh yeah, and also for the music festival, I didn't go because for the last 3 years or something, India has been filled with marijuana smoke. But my mom said it was just a Thursday night, but the Friday night didn't have any smoke, and I was impressed. One year, a girl actually went to the music festival and she died because of all the smoking there because she had asthma. And then the next year, they were smoking in there. And I was like, that's crazy. If you have asthma, you can't go to the music festival and enjoy yourself. So that's how that's all. My mom said that Kelani sounded great. She was singing, and that's cool. And then, let's see what else. Okay, so hopefully people had fun at our music festival and everything goes well. Also, I forgot to say that Major League Cricket is happening right now in the United States, so that's the United States Cricket League. But I don't really pay attention to that only when the Women's T20 Cricket World Cup is finished. Then I probably will go and watch the Major League Cricket. And right now the stadium looks, I tried to watch one for like a couple of minutes, but not really to watch the match. And the stadiums are really empty. I think it's because maybe the immigration policies of the USA now, and also the planes have been crashing. And then other than that, the FIFA World Cup is happening right now, so maybe a lot of people that would have gone to watch the cricket have gone to watch football. So yeah. And then I read on Ziz Online again, that's a St. Kitts and Nevis news website. It was saying that Digicel and St. Kitts and Nevis, they're going to move from 2G to 3G, and people that actually have 2G phones, there was, I think it was 383 of them, they actually would have to upgrade and contact Digicel. And I thought I just meant that the internet goes faster, 3G compared to 2G, but I read on Google AI that 2G is for voice calling, SMS, and limited data, whereas 3G is for video calls, mobile TV, GPS, and web browsing. So that's really cool. I guess we're upgrading things. Also, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis is saying that we're going to try to be completely renewable by 2035. But I'll see if that happens. We'll see if the government will do that or not. And then I also love to look up different things about children and babies just to research it, because I feel like many people my age, like, so I'm 36, many people my age already have had children, and they know all of this stuff already. So I've been researching stuff like that. I learned this girl on TikTok, she was saying that, I think she was saying pelvic floor exercises and something else helped her to be in labor for only 4 hours and have 0 tears. So that's cool. Some people online were saying that their natural birth went well and they were able to overcome it. And this is a brain game, and other people were saying they're not doing that, they're getting the epidural. So I know the epidural, some people get problems with their back if it's not done correctly or something like that. I'm not completely sure, but I've been loving to learn about the different exercises people say they do to make sure that their labor and childbirth is better. And I think I was reading some weeks ago, I think it's red raspberry leaf tea or something like that. If you drink it 6 weeks before your due date, I think it makes the first half of your labor shorter. So it's really cool. And I watched this other girl, she was saying that she prepared everything she was going to do in the room, and basically she had a baby in like half an hour. I think she didn't even reach to the hospital, so she thought she was going to have a long labor, and that wasn't it. And then I watched this other guy from Trinidad. I watched one of his stories. He was explaining, it's kind of maybe a video that's 1 year old now. He was explaining from his perspective what the childbirth was like, and he said it was really hard watching his girlfriend or his wife in that much pain constantly for so many hours. And another thing I saw on his TikTok page, he was saying how quickly his money goes away, because as soon as he reaches the baby store aisle, for example, for formula, his money is finished. And then another thing, I still see angel numbers every day, like 444, 555, 1111, and there's signs from heaven. It's like when you just turn your head and you just automatically see angel numbers. Like sometimes even when I'm watching cricket, sorry. Sometimes even when I'm watching cricket, I see angel numbers. And another thing, I was watching Michelle Obama's podcast with Kevin Hart. I watched like half of it. And I didn't realize Kevin Hart actually looks really good. Like, I usually love to see people with extremely dark skin, but I never really saw him up close like in the interview. He looks really great. So that's one thing that I've always loved for a long time. But from watching cricket, I actually got way less shallow from watching cricket. Like every time I wasn't watching cricket for a long time, I got more shallow. But cricket taught me that I love everyone. Like I learned tons of stuff from cricket, not just learning facial expressions and emotions. I think I learned body language, not like people testing you what body language means, but I learned tons of stuff about people. And actually, I actually love Sri Lankan men and some women too, and I actually love Indian and some Bangladeshi and Pakistani. and right, it's like half of that, and everyone else I love them too. The rest, who's the rest? And actually, I love Zac Efron a lot, but he has 55.9 million followers, I think, on Instagram, and he's really cool, and that's great. So yeah, I saw that he's building a house in Australia. It's in the Tweed Valley, and it's gonna be built out of hemp and other stuff. So I guess that's one way to use hemp without using drugs. You can just use it to build your house. It's supposed to be an extremely environmental friendly house. So I guess he's gonna live in Australia half of the year, and then he's going to do his movies in the USA for half of the year. I think he has some stuff coming out called Judgment Day. That's a movie, I think, and then he has another one. I don't remember what the other one is called. I think it might be called Famous, and then some other show he's going to be in called Angel Heart, and I think he's also going to be executive producing that show. So cool. It's always amazing when people have certain talents. Like certain people, they're just born and they have an extreme talent. Like for example, some people they're born and they can't draw and paint just like that. Some people can sing on stage. Some people can drive cars really fast. Some people know from since they're like little that they want to be a doctor and stuff like that, and that's impressive. Right now I'm doing stuff like I'm helping update websites, but I get paid, but I don't really get paid that much. I get paid a little bit, but I don't mind because at least I can put something on my resume and say that I'm working. So that's great. So yeah. Oh, I wonder who's gonna win the FIFA World Cup. I wonder who's gonna win. That's really serious. Oh, off topic. Um, I think it was the Norway team. They said that they're shipping all their food to the USA because they don't trust American food because many chemicals and stuff allowed in US food is not allowed in Norway. Oh, you think the USA will? I actually love the USA team too. Like, I think they're getting better and better and stuff. We're gonna see if it's gonna be USA, USA, USA. But maybe I might want to back Brazil a little bit more, or maybe France. But we will see. Hopefully, the USA is in the top 5 and stuff. And many people are surprised by certain things that the tourists are doing. Like one time, I think it was Scottish fans. They came outside their Airbnb and they were playing bagpipes in like little dresses and stuff. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, and that's cool. So what sports do you like to watch? Paul Singletary. I love to watch cricket and sometimes I love to watch track and field. Yeah. I know some people love tennis, like Serena Williams. She actually has 2 children now, and I think 1 or 2 of her births were very scary. And another person, Alison Felix, for track and field, she was saying she was so surprised that her labor and delivery was so life-threatening because she thought that she's so fit that she won't have any problems, but that actually was not the case. So yeah, I got invited to an award ceremony and dinner because I recycled so much that they want to recognize me. Oh, you played baseball? Oh yeah, baseball is one. Yeah, baseball. I actually like being in the stadium, but I don't really like watching it on television. When I was younger, I watched some Little League a couple of times because I was happy that those children already were practicing at their job or what they're gonna do when they're older. But I used to try to really watch it on the television, but I actually found it kind of boring. But for cricket, though, I love watching cricket on the television, but I don't really like going to the stadium that much. Like, I love to watch T20, and I don't really watch one day internationals anymore, but when I was in high school, I used to watch a lot of one day internationals. It's great that you played baseball though, because you have a great talent. That's cool. Um, it's always cool to know people can do things like that, like catch a ball and stuff. Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, well, the USA area they have a cricket team, but I'm always hoping that the USA gets other people on the team. Like right now, they only have children of immigrants or immigrants on the team, and I really want people who actually have parents and grandparents and great grandparents that are from the USA to make the USA cricket team. Like in 2028 in Los Angeles, the cricket is going to be added to the Olympics again after hundreds of years, and they're gonna use T20, and it's only 6 teams that are gonna be competing. I was surprised. I thought maybe they're gonna have 12 teams competing, but only 6 of them. I don't even think the format is that fair because how they're doing it, each person from each region, the top team gets to play, and then also the host gets to play. So basically, it's not fair. So the top 6 teams in the world won't be playing. But I think because of Olympic rules, they have to do it like that because they have to get people from diverse places in the world to play cricket. Anyway, so I hope that you have a great day. I hope you like my live, and I hope that everything goes well for you. So have a great day.